Hey guys, this is Nathan from N&N Tax Services once again with accounting and notary. If you have any questions on those three topics, feel free to ask us and I'll answer them as quick as possible. So today, once again, we're going to talk about two things. One, if you're going to receive money from the government, if you have kids, and two, do's and don'ts about buying a house, and three, the new ETS Catback Exhaust I just installed in my vehicle. I couldn't wait. I should have done a video installing it, but I didn't. I was just so anxious to put it on. But I'll hear you guys do a cold start, maybe not a cold start because I've already been here at work all day, but I'll play that video at the end to see the difference between a stock system and then what's called Catback ETS exhaust system. Hey guys, we're back in the STI, and you know I'm always here to give out free information. I want to help out especially young people who are coming into the world out of high school, first year, 2 years in college, and we make poor, including me, we make poor money decisions at the very beginning of our life. So three things we're going to hit on today is buying a house, choices, good or bad, benefits, pros and cons, just the tip of it, you know, just we're going to skim over the pros and cons, what to do, what not to do. IRS updates in case you have kids, you're going to get a lot of money, whether that's good or bad when it comes to tax season, and the ETS Catback Exhaust system that I just installed on this car. Like I mentioned before, I did not do an installing video, which I should have done, and I didn't do a cold start before and after, which I should have done, so I'm gonna have to steal a video from that from somebody else. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. I don't know if I can get in trouble but hopefully I don't, so you guys can hear how amazing it sounds. I did not expect it to be this loud, but it is just loud. So at the very beginning, we're just gonna talk about taxes, look at the timeline, and then you can either just fast forward to that part or listen to the whole thing. It might benefit you. So the first topic we're gonna talk about is buying a house, pros or cons. So a lot of things I hear from my clients, they're asking me or asking my fellow real estate agent at this location, should we buy a house right now? Is it a smart idea to buy a house with the high prices? Is the market gonna come down? When is it gonna come down? One, whoever tells you they know or that it's gonna go down sooner or later, they're lying to you. They do not know. If people who own millions of dollars in stock don't know when the economy is going to go down, much less us who are not involved in stock. I am involved, but I still don't know if it's going to go down or not. So it's a risk. If you want to buy now, it's great. Buy now if you have the money, if you have the funds for it. If you don't, wait till everything goes down. Hopefully it doesn't, because that means everything's going to come down with it. But that's when you have your money to buy. Hopefully you have a job then. Hopefully you're making good money and you can buy your house too. So the reason why I hear people are saying it's great to buy a house right now, interest rates are low. Yes, interest rates were at an all-time low at 2%. When I would notarize some loan documents, I would notarize them at 2.3%, extremely low, to 3.5%, which was still low comparison to 4 or 5 years ago when they were at 5, 6%, 7%. I even saw some 11%, which is just outrageously crazy. So if they're giving you a high right now, if you want to buy a house with a low interest rate, that's a great idea. But remember this, you're buying at a high price. Interest rates fluctuate every 5 to 10 years. They go up and down, so that changes. But the price that you buy the house in, that does not fluctuate. You're not going to be done paying it until you pay that full amount. You can put more money up front every month, $500 more. That'll cut off about 8 to 7 years off your payment, depending on how much you're putting up towards the principal. But make sure if you are paying more money up towards the principal, make sure that there's no prepayment fee in your loan documents when you're signing them, and make sure your bank is putting that amount that you're paying up ahead of time into the principal and not just towards the interest, because they will trick you if you're not careful. You always have to be watching out for your money and take care of yourself first. Don't buy a car if you want to buy a house. Do not buy a car, because you will need to qualify for a certain amount depending on what you make. So don't buy a vehicle, even if it's a used vehicle for cheaper. Do not buy a used vehicle. Buy it after a month after you purchase your house. That way it will not affect you when they're checking your credit. Talking about credit, you need to have good credit, at least above a 700, at least, because if you have anything below that, you're gonna get a high interest rate. IRS updates. But man, it's hot. If you guys are in California, you know we're dealing with 100 and up degree weather, but I'm still doing this in here for you guys because it's important information. IRS updates. They're gonna start giving out the monthly checks, monthly payments for your kids, depending on the age. That depends how much you're gonna receive. From 0 to 6 years old, you're gonna receive, I believe, 300 or 350, I'm not sure. And from 7 to 17, maybe just 300. I'm not exactly, but you can check on the IRS portal. They've updated their system. They have a portal where you can either opt in or opt out to not receive the money. If you do receive the money, make sure you go into your IRS as fast as possible and you update your banking information. If you do not update your banking information for direct deposits, you'll receive a check. Problems that can happen when you receive a check, we've all seen it with the stimulus money. Either it gets stolen, lost, or just not delivered for some other reason. They can't find you, they don't know where to send it to. So if you want to opt out, make sure you go into the portal and opt out, because it's just going to automatically start sending on August 15th. So you get it done as soon as possible, just to be sure. If you do receive the money, just know when tax season comes for 2022, for taxes of 2021, you're not going to get all that refund money for your kids because you're receiving it monthly payments. So just know it's a trick. It's not a loan. It's the money you're getting. But when tax season comes next year, it's gonna ask us, hey, did he receive this money or did he opt out? And if he received it, you're not gonna get all these credits. Just know that ahead of time. So please, make sure you either opt in or opt out. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. So the last question I'm just gonna comment on, the question I get a lot, if there's gonna be a fourth stimulus check. As of right now, there's none. We're gonna know by the end of July. If there's gonna be a fourth stimulus, I don't think so, because the economy's coming back up. So just keep waiting on that, and that's it. Let's go see how it sounds now that I've installed the ETS Catback system in this car. So as everybody knows, I just want to bring it up. One thing I was really sad was the stereo sound sucks in this car, so I had to modify that, and the exhaust sucks in this car stock. So if you're planning to buy an STI, just know it's really quiet compared to what you always hear everybody posting on YouTube, and I was really sad and depressed when I heard it, so I had to go buy just an aftermarket exhaust system. So let's see how that sounds. So before I turn it on right now to see what it sounds like, let me steal some videos from other people turning on with their STI stock, so we can do a quick comparison of what it looks like. And then I'll turn on mine so we can see what the ETS Catback Exhaust system sounds like. But it sounds amazing. I want to say it is loud, but it's not. It's not annoying loud, but it is loud. My neighbors have complained about it, so probably it is loud. Hey guys, so I've taken a few days to post this video, and that's because I left out of state for about 4 days. Went to Washington, D.C., got to meet the president, got to have something signed from the president. It was really a fun little mini work vacation, and so you're gonna see a difference between where I'm posting this video. I'm at home right now, and I'm actually gonna do a cold start, because previously in the other videos I was already at work, been at work all day, so I haven't turned on my car for, I want to say, since I haven't used it since, I want to say, Thursday of last week, and this is already Wednesday, so about 6 days. So we're gonna see what it sounds like when it turns on the ETS Catback exhaust system. So let's see what it sounds like. That sounds pretty bad. So I'm really happy with the system. Like I said, something you want to make sure that you know when you're buying your STI, turn it on so you can know what it sounds like, and just have some money, save it up for that, because if you want to hear that Subi rumble, you're gonna have to install something different. And just an inside so you can hear what it sounds like from inside. So it does sound a lot better, because inside you can hear nothing. when I first got it, which was why I was really disappointed. So I'm really happy with the ETS exhaust system because it's the extreme one. So I'm really happy with it. It's really nice. You can feel it. You can really hear it. And like I said, for me being a first time stick owner, I've never driven manual before. It was really hard to hear when I was supposed to shift gears or not. So this really helps out. So you can hear it nice. It just sounds. Oh, yeah, I'm not using my GoPro right now, so I'm using my regular camera. I just got back, like I said, and it just sounds. I just wanted you guys to hear how nice it sounds inside. It's really loud inside. This I've noticed is not. I can't have my friends in here no more because I can't hear them when they're talking. We can't have regular conversation as we did because it is really loud in here when we're hitting the freeway, anything else. And that's why I mentioned before that it sucked with the radio because with how loud my exhaust is, you can barely hear the radio now. So that's why I had to upgrade my radio, my speakers, everything. So just know that, you know, there's a consequence for everything. You want to up your sound on your exhaust, you're gonna have to up your sound on your stereo and upgrade your speakers because you're not gonna hear nothing. But in case you guys have any more questions on taxes or notaries, let me know and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible because I'm about to hit the street and I cannot have the camera like this. I don't have my GoPro right now. Alright guys, until next time.